Hello everyone. Today I am gonna make some pico for myself, and I thought I would share it with you all and go ahead and record it while I do this because it's gonna be fire. So, okay, let's put this down. So what I use to make pico de gallo, you want to start with a nice fresh tomato. I have a nice greenhouse ripe tomato. You're not gonna use, depending on how much you're gonna make, but I'll show you. And then we've got red onion. Yummy. And then, and you can use white onion, you don't have to use red. It depends on your flavor. I like red to eat. Then we've got jalapenos, spicy. Now there's other peppers besides jalapeno that you can use, like poblano. Yeah, okay, so check out the pepper section. I know the peppers, I'm really hungry, so I'm a little spacey. Then we got the lime. I've got some avocado. Everybody does not eat avocado. So if you don't want avocado, you do not have to put this in here, but I'm gonna put it in here because it's gonna be really delicious. And then I've got some cilantro. Can you see that? It smells so good. I love cilantro. Okay, and then I've got a little bit of salt and pepper. But some people I've seen do like pineapple, mango. You can do like a fruity type deal if you want to. You don't have to. But this is what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna start with the tomato. And what I usually start with is probably about, I'd say probably about almost a quarter to a half of it. And then you just take the chunk that you have, you're gonna slice it up and chop it. How is everybody doing today? Today is Heart Chakra Day. I got my jade and my emerald with me because it's green, trying to keep them love vibes going fresh. I'm just gonna chop the rest of these tomatoes. You're all lovely. Just want you to know that. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully this recipe, if you decide to put it together, comes out really, really good for you. Because when I be making it, it's so good. It's so good. All right, so then we're gonna take that, all the tomato, and I'm doing this on a piece of parchment paper. You can use a cutting board if you have one. I don't like to clean up a whole lot after myself if I do a lot of cooking. So today I'm using parchment. This piece is a little big, so we're just gonna chop that a little smaller. And you can make these piece sizes to your liking, because you know what you want to chew on. Sometimes if I see a bigger piece, I'll just take it out and chop it. All right, and then let's see, I'm gonna use a little bit more tomato, because I'm gonna make a whole bunch for myself. Yum, yum, yum. Now what I like to use this for particularly, I've got some tortilla chips that I'm gonna eat this with. Sometimes I put it on the top of my burger. You can eat it with nachos. So I've got these here, yummy, that I'm gonna eat those with in a little bit. So then next, now that we've got the tomato, we're gonna do the onion. So I'm just gonna take probably about a nice little size chunk like that. I don't really measure a whole lot. I do a lot of eyeballing because it's all about your taste and your flavor and what you like and what you want to see done. What you want to see done. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Probably shouldn't be using that word while I'm cooking. But we're gonna go ahead and chop this up. But again, it's all to your liking. So if you don't like a whole lot of onion, don't put a whole lot of onion in it. And less is always better to start. I'll be talking like less is always better to start. It's always better to start, so then you can always add more if you find that it's not enough of what you want. So you never want to start with a whole bunch and then try to take it out. Always start with less and then make your way up to increase. And for those of you that don't know how to chop an onion, there's an app for that, no doubt. I got sent it, someone sent it to me not too long ago. And I didn't need it, but it was very fun to watch. You can always, there's always room for education. Now I did chop up quite a bit, and you could tell by the chunk that I had what size it was, so I'm gonna use like half of this to start. And try not to sneeze. Onions, you will not get me today. Okay, and then, oh, I've got some garlic too. I've got 1 clove of garlic there that I'm gonna chop up and use that as well. Now I'm getting a little saucy here from the tomato juice. So we'll just scoop that over. Okay, and then your jalapeno. We're gonna top this up. I love jalapeno. I love the spiciness of it. The spice will determine on how many seeds you leave inside of the jalapeno. You can de-seed it and it'll be less spicy. I'm not gonna take any seeds out. And the longer it sits, if you do leave the seeds, the longer it sits, the hotter it's gonna get. So you either want to eat it right away or don't eat it after it's been sitting there for a day. And this only lasts for about a day and a half. So try to keep that in mind too when you're making a batch of it or a serving. You might be making this for a party. That's a lot of seeds. Hot, hot, hot. We're gonna make it hot. We'll put that in there. Okay, so then you can see how much of the jalapeno I have left. I didn't use too much, it was just a few slices. Then, there's somebody lurking out there. I'm gonna take some cilantro and get a nice big bunch of this because I do like cilantro quite a bit. So we're gonna take a lot of that. And make sure you wash your hands before you do all this. I wash my hands quite a bit. I'm sure I washed it about 3 or 4 times. Okay, so you kind of just rough chop this. You can see it here. And then throw, oh, it smells so good. Oh my God, I love cilantro. Huge cilantro fan right here. Ding. Okay, and I'm probably gonna put some more in there. I really love it. I'll just break up another piece for some nice lucky luck. Okay, and so then I'm gonna do this one last. This is the lime. Garlic. To break the skin, you take your knife, push down on the garlic, and it usually busts it. So you can just peel the skin right off. We're gonna chop that up, slice it, and chop it. And you can do this in the remnants of your juice so that you get a little bit more flavor. It's all up to you. It's your world. It's your pico. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take that and then throw that into the bowl. Yum, yum. Then, avocado. Now I do tend to wash these just because you don't know who's handling them before they get to the store, and then once they get to the store. You slice it, open it, cut right into the seed, pull the seed out, and then slice the avocado. I'm going to not only slice it, but I'm going to cut it into squares as well. And you want a nice soft avocado. I probably should have shown you beforehand, but there's a little part where the seed comes together. You take that little knob off on the inside. If it's green, then that means you have a good avocado. You can tell by the touch of it too. You don't want it to be too firm or too soft. And you'll get practice with it if you eat a lot of avocados. It'll just come second nature to you. Let me grab a spoon. Thought I had one handy. Okay, and then I'm just gonna scoop all of this out and put it into the bowl. Yum. It's gonna be so good. So excited. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do the other side. Normally I would save the other side and eat it for later with like some salt and pepper. But again, I'm really hungry, so we're gonna use both. And I'll probably eat this in no time. All right, and then last, I'm gonna cut up a little bit of lime. Just cut the end off. And you'll take the end part, squeeze it. And you don't want to squeeze too hard because then you'll have like super limey. You just want a nice little zing splash. And I've got some salt and pepper here. Had to make sure this was recording. This is some good stuff here. A little sprinkle of salt and a little sprinkle of pepper. And you're gonna take your spoon, mix it all up. Oh my God, look at that. It's so pretty already. Just wanna eat it right now. Oh boy, and you can eat this right now. I tend to let mine sit for a little bit. If you have avocado in it, you don't want it to sit too long because the avocado will turn brown. Make sure it all gets mixed up in there. And if you don't have avocado, you can let this sit for however long you need. Again, it only lasts for a day or two. And then there, we've got some nice pico. I don't know if you can see it. Yum, yum, give me some. Mmm. I'm gonna eat it with these and maybe just eat it out of the spoon. But that is a nice quick little recipe that I put together just for myself and from practice and learning over the past on how to make pico de gallo. So I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you like it, please comment and let me know. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. Peace.